This is a real hard time with Wilderness Reclamation. Just can't apply pressure and disrupt meaningfully. Alright, Temur Rail Finale. For people that haven't seen this yet, this season, this deck is an infinite combo deck. So, Rail's Storm Conduit here deals damage whenever you cast an instant or sorcery or copy an instant or sorcery. And then, when you combine this with Finale of Devastation for X is 4, and 2 copies of Naru Master Wizard, you deal unlimited damage to your opponent. So how it works is, you down tick your Rail, which then puts 2 copies of Finale of Devastation on the stack for 4 when you cast it. The first copy gets Naru. Naru comes into play and copies the second copy of Finale that's already on the stack. Then, your new copy goes and gets the second Naru, which legend rules the original one to your graveyard, and the new Naru copies Finale again. Now, notably, Finale, unlike a lot of cards like this in the past, also gets creatures back out of the graveyard. So you keep looping, copying these Finales of Devastation to get your Narus back out of your graveyard to continually copy the Finale of Devastation over and over again, which every time you cast or copy a spell, Rail deals the damage to an opponent. So this is basically a 2-card-ish combo that downticks copies and then deals unlimited damage. Yep, this was a deck that someone cut in the line. How is 2 cards a lot of setup, Aussie bands? How is have a Planeswalker in play, downtick, cast a spell for X is 4 a lot of setup? It needs 6 mana and 2 spells. I think that is very far from any reasonable definition of a lot of setup. We have previously played this combo inside of an Explore package. This is our, in fact, first time playing it outside of the Explore package. Look at that. This is my favorite Uber Eats driver. I love you, wife. Yeah, totally in for second blue source, right? Both of those sound great, actually.
Here we go.
This card is so rude, it turns off Kefnet's copy ability. Yeah, I agree, mid. That's something I like about it too. We're not a deck that's just like all in on trying to assemble its combo. We have like a reasonable game plan that can be executed when we're not comboing the opponent. You answered your own question on Feeling One. There's only 2 of them because we're not all in on the combo. There's only 2 of them because when we don't have 6 mana and a Rail, this card's a little bit clunky. Diamond 4 rank floor. How I know and love you well. Shock finishes off Teferi F3 down tick, so that seems appealing. This is bad against Teferi, so I'm going to cut a couple of these and trim a Charter Course. Seems fine. Nice, Rack. Congrats. In fact, someone earlier in chat had mentioned that a deck list very close to the hero list we've been playing, top 8 IQ. That might be one I work on too. If I feel like Sultai Flash and Blue Black Kefnet aren't quite what I want to play at the end of the month, Abs and Hero could be a list I would consider, I think. I'm going to keep that because, like I said, it kills Teferi F3 down ticks. Yeah, the VSQ is great underscore music.
Let's try this.
Alright, kill him with fire. Lay this back out.
We will meet again.
He might just kill them over the course of the next 2 turns here. With the discoveries, these drinks are going to be real good. Yeah, exactly, Aussie Pants. If you look at our deck list and look at the curve of the CMCs of the cards we're playing, you'll understand why we're playing 3 mana spells instead of more 4 mana spells.
Wild animals I like. For the fallen.
Alright, they don't have an instant speed blocker here. They are dead. Normally I expect someone to buy me dinner first before that happens, but, you know, I guess we'll let it slide.
You can still walk away.
Have experienced. Seek and find. mind.
The auto tapper didn't do anything. I saw I was tapping and I just didn't care because I had a Sulfur Falls in my hand. I hadn't played a land yet. Sure, Great Star, but there were still more Lava Coils in my deck. And Lava Coil was the out, so I think it's the correct thing to name. Yikes. Tamiyo gets everything back, yep. Isn't it one of those streams where we make up excuses? I didn't downtick the Tamiyo because I forgot it did that. Honesty's the best policy, chat.
Eureka! Sorry, I just realized you're totally unrelated.
I think I'll keep that for now.
This doesn't happen again.
Gosh, these main deck D-Sparks really make me want to just play like red-white aggro and just punish all these greedy people. Yanni, thank you for the brand new Prime support. Welcome, welcome. I appreciate that. Thanks for keeping me around. Muffin Button, thanks for the 13 months of support. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. That's a lot of beef on the other side of the table. Alright, Kefnet. I don't know if you can do it, but you're gonna try. If we hit a Lava Coil next turn even, that's not quite good enough because I don't have double red. Anti-Camper, thanks for the 4-month resub. Welcome back. Yeah, links are always enabled in chat, Bean. Or dead, right? Lego is dead! Welcome, welcome. Thanks for being your prime this month. Hope you're having a great start to your week. Thanks for keeping me employed here. I mean, this is a different deck, Bean. So this is the same combo, but it's a different deck. Seems like a neat build, but I think to call that the same deck as this is not being quite accurate. Just gonna trim the crash throughs at the bottom end. It's kind of like saying how any deck that's playing Hydroid Krasis is the same deck, or any Wild Growth Walker decks are all the same decks. Foxy Cleopatra, thank you for the Twitch Prime support. Welcome, welcome. That build looks sweet, though. I think that looks like an interesting direction to take it. I think your definition of enough hits for Augur of Bolas is very, very different from my definition of enough hits for Augur of Bolas. If you think this deck has enough hits for Augur of Bolas, I disagree with you. How many do we have here? I've got 20 instants and sorceries in this deck. Do you know how often you miss with 20 instants and sorceries? Let me tell you. Let's do the math. Augur of Bolas is 29% to miss in a deck with 20 hits. 29%. That is an absurdly high miss rate. That means 1 in 3 almost, you're just gonna play a 1/3 for 2 mana. And in some matchups, you're right. A 1/3 for 2 mana is good. But I don't think there's enough matchups where it's good to make that to be a card I'm interested in playing in this format. And this deck, at least. I think I need my failure rate to be under 20% before I would consider registering the card Augur of Bolas. In the Sultai Flash deck we were playing earlier today, for instance, that deck has a 16% chance to miss with Augur of Bolas. Good golly, when it rains, it pours. When I'm confused, Nevik, I put your bits to the Saheeli hero deck. That's why the Saheeli hero deck got played as quickly as it did. Have a good one, Doc Prof. This is fine. Listen, we thrive on the rank floor, chat, okay? We thrive on the rank floor. We're not going to draw any lands this game. How many hits does the blue-black Kefnet deck have for Augur of Bolas? I don't think it has enough. The floor for adding modern decks, Nivik, is 25. $10 deck editions are only for standard. Chalk 0 coming out with the brand new Prime support. Welcome. Good morning. Good afternoon. It's noon here. It's noon in the cornfields. I'm just looking for like lands and finales at this point, right?
Sun in the sky, brine on my skin. Let's get moving.
Why would they untap? Do they have a Spell Pierce? Do I play around Spell Pierce? I feel like I'm supposed to play around Spell Pierce, huh? I'm gonna play around. I was gonna jam Rail, but spending a counter to untap that makes me think I want to play around Spell Pierce. It could be Opt. If I didn't have a good creature to play here, I would just jam into it and make them have it. But because I have an alternative play to make, I'm going to take the alternative play.
One drop ripples and grows.
That well passed you off. Nobody took me up on that offer. Put some more dorks into play here. Was anybody else upset that our Kefnet made an ugly plebeian non-foil opt? I felt like I got my hands a little bit dirty by casting it. trying not to think about it.
The ocean surges, life thrives.
Huh. Reveal? So I think I just go get Enigma Drake here as a free roll. Yeah, the cost reduction reduces X. Would you like to trade your dragon? Deal.
I love to make a splash.
Niv does not counter the combo,
Today's forecast is
because he only draws and damages when we cast a card, not when we copy a card.
You must be accompanied by a parent or guardian to ride the lightning.
You must be accompanied by a parent or guardian to ride the lightning. That's true. There's a very good chance they just destroy our board here. It's like Jeff is NASCAR at this point. Blue-white friends, Punchworthy.
I ebb and flow with battle.
I plan to stream until at least blue-white friends today. I don't know if we're gonna get to the ones after that, but I think we're gonna get at least that far. Well. Is this a refined version? I don't know. It's a different version. I'd be hesitant to call it refined, but different is it. Depends on which fan favorite cannon gear. As always, anything you'd like to submit, please submit it through the form on my website, and I'll give you a response there via email. You're not wrong. Niv still reads untap win the game. It's just, he's just kind of hard to untap with in this format, is his issue. I usually respond to form submissions at the end of every stream, so you should get an email back late tonight. I'm probably going to run long today. Is there a big red with Karn Sahili treasure map? There is, and at some point we'll get to it. If we get past black-white friends today, the mono-red friends deck has all those cards in it. And if you want to take a peek at what that deck list contains, you can always look in the deck queue on the website. Everything we have coming up is always detailed there. I'm gonna bin both of these for now. It's like dig for like rail and planeswalkers and stuff. Finale of Devastation is a combo kill with Ral and Naru in the deck, so that's the Gold Chatmaster. The other idea is that, like, when we don't have Ral, Finale of Devastation is just Drake redundancy, which is very reasonable. Like, good, decent backup plan. Covern, thank you for the 7-month resub. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. We played Shadow Zoo this morning. Jun Shadow Zoo. Bummadee, checking in for the 4th month in a row. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Ship it IRL. As much as I appreciate the compliments towards my own content in chat, I would ask that you keep the comments upbeat. There's no need to put down other people working to make Magic content while praising my own. Please and thank you. Trying to remember to do is grab a creature for on my yard rather than my library. Sure, Dubber. I think I understand your question. I think we went 3 and 2, if I recall. There might be merit to casting Finale this turn. If only so I can attack Crackling Drake into Nicol Bolas.
Look, the dragon whispers of your
Hey Chris, welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a good afternoon. Verdict's Blade Wing. Their build seems sweet. I really think Grixis, in the vein of like what my opponent's doing here, is likely the direction you want to take it. And it was the direction that we ended up taking it in previous seasons too, which is that like just having a more proactive game plan where you get the opponent dead tends to be ideal. That was a good rip. I think I'm just gonna pressure their Sarkhan off the table here. Well, this might be misidentifying my role. The problem is if I leave the Sarkhan in play, I feel like my opponent is incredibly likely to like find removal spells and kill my Drakes. So I kind of want to take like their card selection out. They do have Kiora as well, Dauber, which is really sweet because Kiora and Sarkhan are both ramp in their deck, which is something that the Grixis Shard doesn't usually have access to. Hey, Cross, thank you for the 5 months. Welcome back. Do I just go find a friend? I think I do just go find a friend here. I technically missed a point of damage. We have Eternal Witness, Zach. We have 2 copies of Eternal Witness right here. She's wonderful. Oh, you mean because we can't to Finale for her. I got you. We technically can't Finale for her. That's a fair criticism. So, by having 2 copies of Naru in our deck, when you downtick Ral and copy Finale, you get an infinite damage. You get an infinite amount of damage with Ral, which is very potent. Naru is included because it is a combo kill with Finale. I'm gonna ditch the backup Kefnet at this point. I think the backup Narset is more important than the backup Kefnet. It is a lot of clicks, you're not wrong. Narset passive, shutting down the passive on Kiora is aces here.
I have practiced against men.
Now I think I want the land. Hey look, Narset, you're a creature.
vigor.
That's so good. Oh, why is it so good? How much will it cost to bump the Neo brand deck till tomorrow? I believe the... I think I just play God-Eternal Kefnet and hope they don't have a removal spell so I can kill this next turn. I believe the top Moto deck will have 80 points tomorrow, so you would need to beat 80 points with the Neoform deck.
You have no weakness I cannot exploit.
Oh, my hand. Alright, so we would need Narset to impulse into a Lava Coil, or just draw a Lava Coil.
Let's get moving.
Please stop. Oh, God, we just got dismantled. Alright, I'm done. Alright, I'm done. This build does not seem particularly good. Drake's is a fringe deck that hasn't really been seeing success for a reason, and adding this combo to it does not seem to be very good. I'm going to try this other build that someone linked. That doesn't seem unreasonable. This seems okay. All right. Sailor of Means. Let's do it. A Slayer. Have a sword to go with your shield. Thanks for the 12 months. I appreciate you keeping me around. So, same combo of Rail Finale with Naru to loop for damage, but we've got the details surrounding it are quite a bit different here. Rather than a Drake Shell, we've got more of a creature-based deck. What do you think about putting the Rail combo in a Gates list? The Finale seems good additional value, and Gates Ablaze helps the board early, keep the board clear early to get to... Maybe. That seems reasonable in theory. Yeah, this deck's got a sweet creature toolbox package for sure. This build. What is Blue-Black Kefnet's strategy against Temur Reclamation? Discard spells and counter spells. And then pressure with cards like Kefnet and Thief of Sanity. Thief of Sanity is your best card in that matchup. Casper Free, the ban list update is May the 20th, 13 days from now. 13 days from now, we find out if we're going to suffer through Reclamation for another 2 years. Chupacabra, that's rude. He's a living twister. How is a rabid dog supposed to eat an elemental of air? I need a flavor judge, chat. Can I get a flavor judge? I feel like the Bastion probably indicates that my opponent's not splashing blue. Could be a read from that. Do I Finale for Fblthp here? As a flavor judge, tastes bad. Yeah, I'm just gonna pass for now. I'm just gonna Outburst the Midnight Reaper. I think Court of Calling would have been too strong a reprint for this standard format. I don't think so. I found a fun math paper about magic. I hope you'll read it later. Yeah, I saw that one going around.
If you surrender now, perish the thought.
up to this.
All right, what are the odds they respect Ral? If they don't respect Ral, we could combo kill them. But if they attack Ral for 4, we cannot combo kill them. We need to untap with Ral at 3.
Let's tidy up in there.
That's unfortunate.
Nothing feels broken.
I think I still just copy my finale here. I think the play to win line is still do this twice.
This experiment has shocking repercussions.
And I can actually get a Naru and just go super wide here still, right? Like I can get this. Like it's just fine as a value play, right? You know, I just get Fblthp as I think I just round him out as a draw 2.
Let me pick your brain for a minute.
If I submitted a deck, what would make you get it approved? You mean I already messaged you back? So if you just put a deck through the form, I do a lot here, but it is all just handled by me. So if you submitted a deck today, you'll get a response late tonight.
Toe to toe with me? When a storm sea washes the dead ashore?
I could have picked the Living Twister back up out of the bin. That's true. Alright, they're dead. Sweet. Look at that. Already infinitely more successful than the last build.
That.
Okay, we're gonna get to do the thing. We're gonna get to do the thing.
Better watch out.
So this is the combo. I'm gonna kill this jerk for good measure.
Fine print to
Why it's called a
obfuscate.
So, you get Naru. Naru comes into play, copies Finale of Devastation, which then triggers Ral, and Ral triggers that. Then you get another Naru. You pick a Naru to keep. The new Naru copies this one, triggers Ral, deals the damage to them. Go to our graveyard, because this card gets cards out of our graveyard. Grab the Naru that went there from the Legend roll. So it's a lot of clicks per damage. It is a lot of clicks per damage. Your damage per clicks is not particularly high. Okay, so we click this, we click this, we click you, we click here, we click here, we click this, we click this, we click this. The damage, this deck needs better damage per clicks. Well, the problem is, like, I have to, like, wait for animations and stuff to go, so it's, like, hard to click through it quickly. Yeah, if Ral had a save targets option, like, this combo is faster to click through on Magic Online, for sure. Definitely less clicks there. Updated Black White Ridge Range late last night after some playtesting in case you already put. I actually imported and did some updates myself, Machu. So I put that together last night. So I think I want to go a little bit more mid-rangey here. Because I think they're gonna respect Ral more and pressure him more. I think Sailor of Means probably doesn't block particularly good, so I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this. The Siren series is probably just cheeky. The Cat Bear, I think Raptor Hatchling is good, yeah. Oh, you were referring to this, right? Is this a Nullhide Ferox matchup? I could see that. He's just like a good beefcake. Beefcakes are probably good here. Is this a Vivien Reid matchup? Oh, he's free from Davriel. Yeah, he is. Good catch, good catch. That would be hot. Do I want the Viviens? Viviens versus Rail's Outburst. Discuss. I think I'd rather have Vivien here. I think I want to just get set up to grind. It does work if you're not sub. Thanks for the biddies. Change the Casminias to Cindervines. I could see that being reasonable. Cindervines is just like an A+ magic card in general. I like that suggestion. This was... So, generally speaking, when I'm very organized, so like when I'm setting up my decks for the next day, I go through them and think about the sideboards and stuff, but this was a cut the line donation, so I'm just playing card for card what was sent in. Yeah, nice duress there is definitely the case. I would understand, Captain Command. Massacre Girl. It's not super good at the moment. Yeah, the start of the season tends to have a lot of line cuts. Party Bus Driver. People want their sweet deck and they want it now. Not that I'm complaining. These duresses. Oh, these duresses. Yep, and this game, so we killed them as a combo deck game 1, and this game they're just going to lose to Biogenic Ooze, right?
This has been a waste of my...
To set a bar that's low, this feels like the best variation of this deck I've played so far. This combo I've played so far. Alright, how are we doing, folks? Welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good night to everybody wherever you're out in the world. Thanks for dropping in here today. My name is Jeff Hoagland. I'm a full-time streamer and content producer here on Twitch. I'm here playing Magic 30, 40, sometimes even 50 hours a week. If you enjoy standard best of 3 constructed with sideboards, this is definitely the channel for you. We play a ton of different decks here, and usually I change decks every 60 to 90 minutes. You get a lot of variety in your life. As always, I'd like to give a shout out to all my wonderful subs out there. I wouldn't be here day in and day out without their wonderful support, so thanks to all of them for keeping me employed. I'd also like to take a hot second and plug a couple of my sponsors here really quick. The Vitamin String Quartet creates unique instrumental arrangements of everything from Zelda to Zeppelin. You can find their music streaming on Apple Music, Spotify, Pandora, and lots of other services, and you can use them to underscore your gaming sessions here today. InkedGaming.com would love to help you customize your gaming experience using code Jeff12. You can save 12% on custom playmats, mouse pads, binders, and bags with them. You can upload your own custom artwork or choose from the wide range of artwork that they already have on their website, such as my own Hoaglandia branded merchandise. Using code Jeff12 at checkout, you can save 12% there. Cardsphere.com would love to help you turn your cards into other cards directly to the players. There's no haggling, and they just take a 1% fee off the top. And of course, I'd like to welcome everyone out there to Hoaglandia. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch right now, and I appreciate you choosing to drop in and spend part of your Tuesday here with us. Remember, if you are new and enjoying the content, make sure you hit that follow button. Can we go a bit extra since we switched the list out mid-deck? Yeah, definitely, Scholar. If this build continues to feel good, we can run a little bit long with this one. Ding, ding, ding. Turn 3 Sailor could mean turn 3 Ooze, which is sweet. We can also savor the flavor of Storm Conduit plus Outburst here. Haste me, daddy. Yeah. You know what? You know what your 3/3 loves? Your 3/3 needs a little 1/4 in its life. All right, step 1, didn't get Chain Whirler. Got it? Doop, doop. 1/4 is OP, please, Starf, right? Can I re-add Sultai Flash to the queue? 1000%, Covern. We're gonna try Search for Escamp the next time we try it. Wow, nice Planeswalker. And the fact that they have this Planeswalker here probably means they're not attacking because they don't want to lose it. Which I actually think means I want to do this. That sounds great.
Doesn't always work out how you want.
Once this gets to 5, it's out of range of Lava Coils and stuff, which is awesome. Unfortunately, I need to keep using my mana to interact with the board, so I'm not going to be able to hammer a Biogenic Ooze just yet. It's my opinion on Rel's Outburst. The jury's out for me still. It definitely has spots where it's good, but it also has spots where it's kind of lackluster. Hydroid Crisis. Okay, so they're going a little bit bigger. Bringing us back by Rekindling Phoenix here. Huh? How do we feel about Ral Plus? And then I can Lightning Strike this inside of combat, and then he'll live through the Hydroid Crisis. And like, if they don't respect him, and I hit a Finale, they're in a lot of trouble. Because I am at 13. They might just try and go for lethal here. If they have Collision Colossus, my Lightning Strike could get savaged, but I think that's just a chance we're gonna take here. Take a chance on me. Do 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 do. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. Spellbreaker gives them hexproof on their turn for reference. Alright, 4 draws that kill them. It's not a May. Rats, that is not a draw that kills them. Alright, so I think I Sailor of Means here. Do I? Or do I Ral's Outburst? Well, I'm definitely down-ticking and copying Ral's Outburst. The question is, do I want to play Sailor first? Because I have 7, so I only have 6 lands, this gives me a 7th. But then it locks me out of casting something like Lightning Strike. I think I want to do this first. If you're just re-adding Sultai Flash, you don't need to use the Form Covern. I mean, like, what does the second piece of removal do, though? Like, the second piece of removal is the same as this, right? Because it doesn't kill the Hydrate Crisis regardless. Like, having this 1/4 in play is, like, the same. Cover. No, I thought I said, at any rate, thanks for, I got it. It'll get added, don't worry. The queue doesn't get updated until after I'm done streaming for the day.
I need to make sure this doesn't happen again.
Yeah, but I think it was more important. I think it was more important to take the bird off the table, Tom. I think the bird was more important than the crisis. God, these outbursts have been really good. Someone asked me a second ago what was my opinion on outbursts. It's been really good so far. Think I just want that. And, like, now I just start hammering Biogenic Ooze, right? JK, dead next turn.
Yep, reckless and unpredictable. The forces of nature.
Man, I'm so excited somebody figured this. Seems like someone figured this deck out. God, the sound effect on that. Yeah, they're dead next turn. This is the combo. They were probably losing anyways, but this will cut them off of a chance of drawing out of it. Yeah, Rail has to be in play, and this has to be for 4. Yeah, they're dead. Sweet. So, down tick.
For every action, there's a reaction, and you are not gonna like this one.
For every action, there's a reaction, and you are not gonna like this one. Ain't that the truth? Do 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 Yeah, it does, Gorks. This reminds me of this reminds me of that deck a lot. Yeah, this deck seems sweet. Hello. Is that a child or my wife? Jacob. Are you feeling better, bud?
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, I feel good.
Dad, but I'm not holding.
All right. I think I want my big chunkers. My beef boys should be here. This Siren's Ruse seems kind of silly. I'm not quite sure why the Siren's Ruse is in the main deck. You can have the cheese pretzels, yeah?
I have some.
Oh, mom has them upstairs, bud.
Come on, let me carry it.
Yeah, the setup bar that's low, this is the best version of this archetype I've played. The other versions were not so good. Boarding in a Harpooner seems fine. Naru, why is Naru plus Siren good? Oh, if you already have Naru in play, you downtick Rail, and then you sit there and blink it. That seems narrow. That seems unnecessary with the 4 of these, I think. I feel like I want some Lava Coils in the 75. They're not going anywhere, Captain Command. Seems fine. Yeah, I agree, Gorks. I think putting in, like, some Phoenixes or something like that, just, like, putting in more cards that are just, like, good magic cards, basically. I'm not 100% sold on Spell Pierce being the right angle of attack from the board either. Like, I almost feel like I'd rather just have more good cards in the board, or more individually powerful threats in the board, rather than, like, trying to use Spell Pierces to protect my stuff. No copies of Tamiyo in this 75 is probably wrong. That card's really good. Even just in the sideboard, like, maybe that's what I'd rather have than Spell Pierce. Tamiyo impulses through your deck too. Nah, I think you just suck it up. I mean, like, even here, like, if I get one more land, Naru is gonna be able to copy this Lightning Strike. So, like, with things like Lightning Strike, she's still functional in my hand. Yeah, I understand that Familiar's Ruse goes infinite with Naru in play and Ral, but I think that's just unnecessary. Can the combo get enough damage? I don't know what you're saying, dear Shushi. The combo does an unlimited amount of damage. It does as much damage as you need it to do.
Busting heads is my bread and butter.
Four, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I just want to pass here. Grixis did what Grixis does, which is be disappointing. I need 10 mana to play Rail and combo in the same turn. And I only go up to 8 mana next turn. So, that's not true. This is 6, this is +2, which is to 8.
I wish you could see your face when I'm beating you.
Maybe I want those Viviens to shoot Hydroid Crisis. Yeah, X needs to be 4, not the total casting cost 4. Alright. This'll be foil at the end of the season. That's exciting. That Yep, turn 3 Nullhide. Let's go. I like this plan out of the sideboard, just like big chunky dorks. Nah, it's just weird, Big Mama. Hey, I have enough Qs being full and cut without doing weird stuff like that. It's one of those things where we did it enough times and just like stop being funny.
Not to brag, but my friend's kind of one drop ripples and grows. I've got that sinking feeling again.
This is a pretty good 4-5 curve. We've not played a Kiora Soul Diviner deck yet. Like most things in the standard format, it's in the deck queue. I agree, Bison.
Surges, life thrives.
Yeah, of course there's a foil Fblthp. There's a foil Fblthp literally in play. The lack of lava coils in the 75 is definitely a miss. We're gonna fix that after this match.
See some panic in the streets. We won't answer them again.
I never answer questions on will X be coming up on Y day, especially around release time. Because people like to cut things in and all around. We literally have a copy of Kefnet in our deck, Cinnabar. So I agree with you. It seems good.
They can only punish you if they catch you.
They can only punish you if they catch you. Alright, so... I think I just send everything this way to guarantee take their removal off the table.
I'll just see myself out then.
Just gonna go ahead and cycle this. Corn Chips, thanks for the 10 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around.
I perfected the perfect storm. Danger only makes field research more interesting.
The choke-in seems better here. Nah, I disagree. This could kill them next turn. Yeah, definitely corn chips. All right, let's tweak some of these details here. Random, Siren's Ruse, and Expansion Explosion are random. Let's get rid of those for now. I'm not sure how you feel about these spell pierces. Yeah, I think Tamiyo is potentially really good. She just like gives us a little bit more of everything. Yeah, in case one gets exiled is the idea, BDP. Or if one gets stuck in your hand. Like if you have one in your hand but you have the combo set up otherwise, I think is the idea. Every time I watch the stream, my wild cards disappear. Lava Coil is the card I want, yep. This deck currently lacks a way to kill enchantments with Finale, right? Do I want a Phoenix in the 75? Is Phoenix, like, better than God-Eternal Kefnet? I'm not sure that it is. Raptor Hatchling's like an anti-aggro card. So maybe Lava Coil's filling that slot. Fills a very similar spot. I'm gonna put a Thrashing Brontodon in too. Actually, could just be a pair of Brontodons instead of the Reclamation Sage. Because Bronte's really good against red aggro. I'm a pretty big fan of Sailor Amines. 1/4 that like randomly makes you extra mana is pretty useful in different spots. He's been good so far, and he's been good in other decks that we've played that are similar. Vannifear makes the entire deck different. You have to like start worrying about like where things get filled in at various spots on your curve if you get Vannifear in there too. If this was a Paradise Druid, we could keep this hand, but it's not, so we can't. Yeah, we tried Bant Vannifear, and Bant Vannifear did not seem particularly good. Temur Vannifear was my preferred one last season, so that might be the preferred one again. Lightning Strike. Alright, it's castable at least. Probably dead here. Howdy, Troll. Does Brontodon always outclass Sage? I think most of the time it does. Neoform's just not really good in Standard. So, the things you're toolboxing into in Standard generally aren't powerful enough to be worth having spent 2 cards to go get them, is what it comes down to. Well, maybe their hand's awful. And this Biogenic Ooze is going to come down next turn and help us win the game. If they have nothing, Biogenic Ooze might pull us out of here. Congrats, Marty. Alright, that unfortunately was not the nothing I was hoping for. Is Massacre Girl Standard playable? I don't know. Do you see people playing her? Like, that's the easy answer, right? Is she being played? If yes, probably playable. If no, probably not. I think it depends on the matchups you expect to play against. No, Cindervines isn't good enough against red deck wins. Yeah, do we just board out all the combo? That might not be unreasonable. Raoul's like not particularly good here. He's trying to be like green-red mid-range stuff. I could see that. Maybe Outburst is just like better than Raoul. I don't hate this. Let's give this a try. A lot of those claims, Marty, are just companies making bogus claims trying to steal YouTube revenue from smaller people. How do I feel about Outburst? Outburst has been good so far. It has served its purpose of both like helping keep the board contained while also adding pressure, or also helping us get through our deck. You're not even monetized. God, people are dumb. Hey, Rage Harder coming in hot with the very generous tier 3 resub. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Be sure to submit using the form on my website your tier 3 deck for the month. Turn 3 Ferox is very good in this matchup. Finale, notably awkward with Ferox, but it is what it is. I don't think I'm in a position that I can race here yet, unfortunately. Spark Double. Does Spark Double... Spark Double does work, doesn't it? If one's exiled. Oh, it won't legend rule them. That's true. That's funny. The instant speed part of Naru isn't relevant. Are we dead? I have no idea. Maybe? Rude. Next turn I can Finale for another 6/6. So are we dead? They only have one card left. Remember, with Nullhide in play, Finale is X plus 4. That's your Goblin Chain Whirler would be pretty good out of our deck here. Unsurprisingly, clunky mid-range combo deck died to red deck wins. There's actually been an astonishing lack of RDW on the ladder recently. Feels like people have been playing mostly other sweet mid-range things rather than just slamming that. He says as he runs into mono red for the second time in a row. It's because all the RDW people already made Mythic. That's probably the truth. You know what? You know what? The diamond 4 rank floor sounds really comfortable. The diamond 4 rank floor is what I know and love. Let's try for one more here. Diamond 4 rank floor feels like home. actually going to play Fblthp here as opposed to the Incubation Druid. Because I want to try and hit my land drops. I think the Incubation Druid is pretty unlikely to untap anyway. So I think drawing to hit more lands is my best chance here. Limited format decided by player drawing bombs. More news at 11. There's a reason why you only see me playing Constructed here, Dougie. Magic's got enough variance in it without my opponent opening better cards than me being thrown into the mix. You got him. That Sailor of Means is real dead.
Every problem has a solution. Let's start by taking you out of the equation. Peace. I'm out.
There's nothing wrong with enjoying Limited. There are lots of people who enjoy Limited. I am just not one of them, largely for the reason I just stated. I think we're dead. I don't really have an answer to that, right? Outburst and Lightning Strike looking a little mediocre here. Lava Coils and Nullhides and Bio Oozes and Viviens. Seems good. Okay. That's fine, I didn't like my spells anyways. I'm gonna play this out as opposed to Living Twister. I'm just not gonna attack with this. They probably have a removal spell. Unless they play the removal spell proactively like that. No, I think Limited should not be a part of the Pro Tour. I think if the Pro Tour is supposed to be there as a showcase to get people excited about Magic, I think Limited fails to do that. As someone who makes a lot of Magic content, the thing that most people watch Magic content to get out of it is they're watching it to be able to take what they're learning and like play it themselves at home, and you can't really do that with Limited. You can't take the person's draft deck that you see and then play it at home. And the numbers we regularly see on the Limited section of the Pro Tour versus the Constructed section, the viewer numbers consistently show that most players don't like watching Limited. You can actually kill this Nicol Bolas, huh? Sure, Navier, you're correct. I missed 2 points of damage. I didn't think I was going to kill their thing. Maybe Archimedes. I think the more I play Grixis in the format, the more I think that if there is a good Grixis deck in the format, it probably is something more proactive. Yeah, I think Living Twister might, like, genuinely be a good card. We played, Red-Green Dino Frenzy right after the set release, and Living Twister was very good in it. Our Large coming in hot with that brand new Prime support. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch right now. Thanks for supporting mine this month with that. Cards like this that allow you to turn your lands into useful resources in the mid to late game tend to be really valuable. Yeah, and the problem, WeMax, I don't think you're alone in that. And the problem, and the reason why people like watching them actually pick cards as opposed to playing the games is because the learning pick orders is something you can take home with you. You can't take their actual games home with you, though. New to the game, really enjoy the content. Keep it up. Well, thanks for helping me today here, R Large. All right, so I know Sailor Means was like okay that game, but I think I'd actually rather have a Lightning Strike here because they have Thief of Sanity. Like Thief of Sanity is like a must kill on sight style card. Otherwise, it runs away with the game. Yeah, let's stand up for a bit, shall we? Easy mulligan. Mediocre hand, but a keep, I think. I'm gonna bottom that. I'm looking for like cheaper 1, 2, 3 mana spells. Play out a little lower on the curve. Find like a Lightning Strike or a Lava Coil to kill an early thief. Hey, Admain, thanks for the 27 months. Welcome back. They have shown us Bolas, which I boarded in the Lava Coils. I've not seen a Planeswalker Bolas yet. Yeah, me too, Navier. The more I play blue-black mid-range, the more I become convinced the third color is unnecessary. They have, like, Sabotage in their deck? Or they're just, like, shocking in for, like, Bedevil? It's a little unfortunate here that they got to play this before we got to play this, because Tamiyo actually prevents this from hitting us. I'm gonna name Lava Coil here. That's unfortunate. Should have named Rael, I guess. What an incredibly playable and good Magic the Gathering card. This is definitely a card you should play in your standard decks. It's very playable and good.
You will find my notes helpful.
They shocked earlier like they had Counterspell, so this kind of sucks. Snow Justice. And unfortunately, like, there weren't any Lava Coils in the top 20 cards of my deck, so this Tamiyo is only going to get a 1-for-1. So, like, a 1-for-1 on her is still, like, really good, but ideally I would have liked more than that.
All stories.
I agree that a format like that is a very good idea in general, Daybreaks.
The multiverse will bend to my will. I will return.
Okay, I think we're dead. At least we got to get him at least once. I just don't have anything super useful here. I guess I get to get this. They just kill it with Neck, yeah. I mean, like, I finale for Harpooner and then I lose to Azcanta and Nick, right? Yeah, Tamiyo's definitely pushed, I think is the good way to define her. Good way to define her. Yeah. Believe it or not, I'd be surprised if this archetype is competitive. This is definitely the most competitive variation of the Rael Finale Naru combo that we've played, but the problem is that, like, this card on its own isn't super constructed playable, and, like, this card's kind of expensive, and having to play creatures to make this work and have sorceries and instants so this does something when you're not finaleing. It puts a lot of deck building constraints on these decks, and I don't feel like we can serve all the masters basically that this deck is trying to do. Like, I feel like we either have to have Ral be a bad card on his own, or we have to have Finale be a bad card on its own, and that means that our average card quality ends up being too low a lot of the time, which makes what we're doing